ke pēr tū ki haka potaina ki te whai ki te ao marama. Si hei mauri ora. Mauri ora ki te whare e tū nei, mauri ora ki te whapai takoto mai nei. Mauri ora ki a koutou te whakawhiti mai nā i tara tapua tū. Uhu mai nei ki roto ki tēnei te whare o ngā kaumahaki e tū nei hei ruru hau o tēnei Põwhiri a tātou i tēnei ahiahi. Reira ke ngā mana nui, ke ngā tapu nui, no ngā hau e whā, ara mai runga i te reo karanga o tēnei whare. Ara mai, runga i a whakaaro nui, te kaupapa. Ara mai me o koutou tini mai. Haria mai, te whakairia, te tuarongo o tēnei whare. E koutou te tira, moe roa, ara mai, ai. Are hoki atu, ki Hawaii ki nui, ki Hawaii ki roa, ki Hawaii ki pāmāmā, o reira koutou o ki o ki ai. Ka puti hono, ka tātai hono, rātou te hunga mate ki a rātou, ka puti hono, ka tātai hono, tātou te hunga ora ki a tātou, tēnā tātou kata. Tēnei rā, e tū nei, he reo mihi, he reo Põwhiri ki a koutou, ngā tini kanohi, koutou e whakatinana mai nei, ngā moe ā o koutou tūpuna, a koutou mātua, kātia o koutou whānau whānau. Hara mai runga i awa whakaara. Harea mai, a ngā kaunui ki ngā kaupapa maha, ka rukuhia, e tēnā o koutou, i ngā wiki, ngā marama i ngā tau e hare a kena. Anei, a te noho kotahitanga whānau, te Põwhiri atu nei. Anei, te whānau o Wairaka, te mihi atu nei. Anei ngā rangatira, o ta koutou kura, e noho mai nei, te Põwhiri atu ki a koutou i tēnei wā. No reira kei ngā rangatira, mako hanui, ara mai, tau. Tau mai roto i tēnei whare o ngā kaumahaki, kuhu mai te tatau o tēnei whare wāna. Me ki ko koutou tērā e whakakanohi nei i te kaupapa. Ko koutou tērā e whakamana nei ngā whakaaro a kui mā karama. Reira mihi ana pau te kaha. Karawhiua hāre a kanohi, tirohia ngā pātū, tirohia runga, tirohia raro, tirohia ngā rama e kanapanapa mai nā, e whakawhiti mai ana te whakaaro, ko koutou tērā, ka ruku ki awa tūmomo āhuatanga o te hiko, o te AI, o awa tū āhuatanga katoa e kia nei, ko pūtai ao ko hangara. Arā te kitea, ko koe tērā, e mahi nei ngā whakaaro, e whakaū ana ki ngā kaupapa maha, anei e kitea, e rongo ana i roto i tēnei wā. No reira i ngā rangatira o te wā, e mihi ana ka koutou, ka te whānau whānui, o tēnei whare e mihi ana ka koutou ana hoki. E ngā reo rōreka, e mihi ana. Ka te ake i konei, e aku nui, e aku rahi, e whikarangatanga maha, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou kata.
Ko Wairaka tēnei, ko Wairaka tēnei, ko Wairaka tēnei, kaore, o ai toringa, o mai toringa, o mai toringa, aora e, mate aroha, mate aroha, mate aroha, aora e.
Tēnā tātou kata.
E o saka. Mi sa tuko saka na yuni koruguli be borotaki. Na gele, na munongo o ika. Mi sa tuko saka na kena vegas ni wuli. Me kemni na kena biuli taki. Ti tuko saka na kemni kuwa. Au mai musura tuko na wani wuli na sige wani kuwa. Mona mai dolia tuko na bosi ni veki tawaki. Na Põwhiri rongo miraka, sa me tau mea na mito wani wuli na sige wani kuwa. Ona wata bera tu kena vanua o iraka. Kena vanua, na toke ni vanua, tangata whenua, buana kena ranangi. Na Māori. Ka kena na vei, vanua, au tamu bala tete vuna ni ngole mekina. Kia kauna kaya, e na vanua wa Aotearoa, leu kemni ni lako mai na vei vanua taini, i lako mai na Tokaloi Loma, i lako mai Europe, so kemni i lako mai Amerika, Australia, ni tukaran sikini kua. O me tole atu nandra pekita wake na ngwane na kawini kua. Na Põwhiri ro minaka. Pero ngwane buni ra tantu tu na kawini kua. Kima miduruma mai na mata-mata, kima miduruma mai na koro, na porni buni ngo, kima usababu na kemni. Pero ngwane buni ra tantu na manua. Kaya kaya tu na manua baka Amerika. Na manua baka Europe. Kaya baka na manua baka England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland. Kaki na manua baka Asia. Ada di Australia. Ina yana na Pasifika. Kaki na toki ni galo tangata whenua. Indonesia. Sa ki mai bawa ni mana valeu. Na veding goni. Na Põwhiri ro mina sa mai toki ki mami. E na sini kua. Ki mami kila tertunga ni wana oti kini mami wuli. Ki mami lista na mata-mata. Ki mami lista tu kana na lagi-lagi. Ki mami sini mulai na toki ni munua. O ina ngasi sara liani. Era nonra masu na nonra mana. Era sile na porni buliko. E na soli talanga na mano ko vero na wani buni. Kwa wana mai wa omo tu na kabin sigini kua. Mo mai toilet tu na bosi ni veki to baki. Na bosi ni veki taunaki. Sa na Põwhiri. E baka manua, baka Māori. Sa mo yato tu ni wani buni na kabin kua. Palpala sa tu na bosi ni no ko ba ni naka. Labi tu ke lai mani na baka mate tu. Baka mate tu korvuli. Baka mate tu na to korvula pendo tu. Na tampani liwa. Na tampani ni tampani liwa. Kaki na tampani toli. Kami ta wakalo chunga vichama. Mana, eindina ando. Do. Na sabali. Naka. Naka. Ya.
Tūtawa mai runga, tūtawa mai aro, tūtawa mai waho, tūtawa mai roto. Tēnei te tangata kau, ko tēnei te tauira kaya, ko ēnei whakaaro nui, ka whakairia ki runga, ka whakairia ki raro, e oranga mo tēnā tātou, tūturu e whiti whakamau ai kia tīna, haumi e hui e, haere ki e. Good afternoon everybody. Welcome. If you didn't understand anything I was saying, essentially, this is a formal welcoming into our whare. You've come through the front door, as we like to say, and you've made it here today. Before you go into your studies and go and meet some of these lecturers and heads of schools that are sitting here, you've come through the front door. So first and foremost, I want to thank you for that. You may look around and there may not be everybody from your class here today, but you made it physically. And you're going to represent those friends of yours and those friends that you're going to study on with and all of that stuff. You physically made it here to help us make this special occasion even more special. So welcome into our whare. We speak about this whare as our whare wānanga. For Māori, we look at our whare nui like this and we look around and we can see the stories are hanging on our walls. You'll see the carvings, they're not just there for decoration. Each carving has a story. And within that story there are many other narratives and other sides of the story and so on and so forth. So each carving will go deep in some of our Te Ao Māori knowledge. So what you've partaken in is a formal welcoming. Within that, oratory have been said. We welcome you in as physical beings, but we also acknowledge the people that you left at home. Your family couldn't be here with you today, but spiritually, through their thought processes, they are here. And we feel that. And we speak about that at the front. You may have been told about the process of the call. If that karanga, when the call started and you felt something, that's exactly what it is. Your loved ones that are not here physically come right beside you and make you feel guided on that journey in. We speak about this wall in our wharenui. You may go on your journey here in Aotearoa and see that there are photos hanging on these walls, and that represents those that have passed on, the loved ones. When we say you come in as a physical being, all those that have passed on well before you will also come, and they'll go beyond the veil, back to, we say, Hawaii. Now, with all of that being said, you've come through this whole formal welcoming, you become a part of the family. Through all the formal speech making, we speak in Māori, we've got our whānau here speaking in the language of Fiji, on behalf of all of you. What we're doing is actually speaking on behalf of your whānau and so on and so forth to make you a guest of honour. So, after today, you're expected to be one of the family members. So if we tell you to move that chair there, you've got to do it. And all of that, you become a part of us. So you're no longer a manuhiri or a guest, you're now a part of the furniture. So welcome into our space. Hopefully you feel a little bit more welcome and it makes sense. So hopefully you feel at ease now. All of that's done so you can smile and laugh, but just don't turn your phones on just yet. Alright? I'm going to hand over now to one of our rangatira, who's here to represent our ELT, all the rangatira of our spaces here. Dan, tēnā
Ka tūtamei, e tuatahi, e marae e tūnei nākou māmaki ki ora. Tēnā kōrua e nā kai karanga, mō tō karanga. Tēnā te mei kia kōrua, te rangatira o te kai karanga, o te kai kōrero. Ko Dan Brady toko whenua, ko kai whakahaere o hau o Operani. Mō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora, my name's Dan Brady, I'm the General Manager of Operations. So I'm the person that's in charge of property and digital, and both of those combined with the blinking lights that you have above you. So if you got any more of those, chuck me an email because that's my problem. I've got to sort that out. On behalf of the senior leadership team, I just want to welcome you. We're exceptionally grateful that you've chosen to have your studies at MIT at Unitec. We're really looking forward to you starting your journey here. I suppose the difference, I've been a student in other tertiary providers. I think the difference between Unitec and MIT is that these people on this side are absolutely committed to your individual progression. Now, when I was at a university, I was a number. I never knew my lecturer's name. They certainly didn't know mine in classes that were generally 500, 600 until I got down to a couple of hundred in my last years. The way that we deliver education here is far more personalised. It's far more personal, full stop. So I just want to take this opportunity to highlight one lady in particular. Where's Annette? So Annette Pittervell looks after our student support services as our director. That group is purely dedicated to helping you in every single step of the way. Whether it's financial problems, whether it's learning difficulties, whether it's getting lost around campus. She has an entire team that is dedicated to supporting you on your journey here. So it's not just the teaching staff, but there are a whole raft of other people who are on this campus who are absolutely committed to helping you in every single which way. Because at every single part of this, you're going to have aspects of your journey through your education which are going to get really tough, right? Cost of living crisis. How do you get to classes some days? We absolutely understand that. So we've got people who can help you in that journey. Whether it's sometimes just the classes are getting really, really tough. Absolutely, we accept that. We get it, and we've got people to help. We've got fantastic lecturers, but we've also got the support services. So I just want to take the opportunity to highlight the work that Annette's team does. Because just turning up to lectures and sitting your exams or sitting your assessments, that's not about how you pass in general. We want to give you more than just an education. We want to build your confidence. We want you to go out and be ready for industry when you finish here. We want you to start those jobs and hit it full stride. Cool. So again, welcome. I'm going to hand across to Susan Bennett, the head of school. But from my perspective, from the senior leadership team, really want to extend the welcome, and we're really happy to have you here. Kia ora.
Tēnā koutou katoa. No whiriwhiri ahau, ke whariwananga o Wādaka, e mahi ana, kei Tamaki Makaurau, ahau e noho ana o noho tahitanga te marae, o ngaka mahaki, te whare nui, o Māori, taku mama, ko Gordon taku papa, ko Ellery, ko Matthew, aku tamariki, ko Susan Bennett, taku ingoa, no reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Honestly guys, I'm Susan Bennett. I'm the head of school for the School of Computing, Electrical and Applied Technology at MIT and GUT. I get to do this a couple of times a year to walk in and welcome you to our institute and especially to our school. And each time I'm kind of super excited and a bit overwhelmed because what you bought today is your futures, and you bought those futures for us to look after. And I look at my team and I know they also recognise that responsibility, the responsibility that we have to ensure that your futures have the qualifications, the skills and knowledge that, as Dan said, will take you into a working environment from day one, or at least somewhere along that line. So some of you are here to learn to be electricians, which is obviously a really good qualification pathway to take. Some of you are here to be electrical engineers, which is really huge, so congratulations for making that choice. Some of you are here to do automotive engineering in the Bachelor of Applied Technology, which is also great because we need lots of people to work on those EVs and things like that going forward. We need ways of developing transport with the economy in mind. And some of you are here to learn and be some sort of computer person. And by that I mean there's a massive collection of programs that we do in computing. So welcome. I would like to introduce some of the very special people that help me to look after our school. In the front row there, I'd like to introduce Professor Hamid Sharif Sadar. He'd like to stand. Just one of our academic program managers. So if you're studying something in computing, he's one of the main academic program managers. The other program manager is currently on leave, but he'll be back to see you on Monday. And I'd also like to introduce Midiana, academic program manager for electrical engineering, electricians, applied technology as well. Massive group of programs that Midiana looks after. Okay. And the other person I want to introduce, because there is one person that just makes everything work, and that is Angela. So Angela Hunt, she's our BA, and she is there's always someone in the background making everything work, and without that person, like we can't even operate the phone properly without Angela. That's that person. So incredibly grateful to have Angela looking after all of our work, which means we can all look after you. So thank you, Angela. And amongst this team here, I'd just like anyone in this group whose job it is to look after students to stand up, please. I would have thought everybody would stand up. I didn't prep you. Last time I said that, everyone stood up. And that's it, really. Everyone here is here to look after you. Everyone here is here to provide you with the knowledge, provide you with the skills, with time to practice those skills, with the enthusiasm, with the motivation, with hopefully some excitement about those skills as well. That's all we do, is work in this educational environment. So I'm incredibly grateful that you've chosen to come to us. I feel the responsibility, but I also feel really confident because I also know we made a wonderful choice. So thank you, and I'm going to take a seat now, and I'm just going to introduce, yes, you can all sit down now. I'm just going to introduce our student rep. His name is Nathaniel. He's also here to look after you, but in a different way.
Kia ora everyone, my name is Nathan. So I just want to say thank you for allowing me to sit over there with you guys, first of all. So I'm the international rep from the Student Council, and I'm also working as a past leader. You guys may get to know what past leader is in the future, but I'll just start a bit about myself because I'm also from the same department as you guys. So I first joined, just like you guys did just now, to this Tech family back in 2024 February. So I started my first course, Diploma in Information Systems, and after that I enrolled in Bachelor's of Computer Systems, and I'm on my last year right now, last semester. So I'm really happy and really sad at the same time.
Doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, because even my friends say, oh, after, what are you going to do about after you graduate from here? Are you not going to come back? I say, oh, no, you can come back to the library. I mean, it's open all the time. There's nobody going to check your ID. So I just came here to introduce the Student Council. So I'll say Student Council is made up of students, for the students, and take care of their well-being, I would say. And let's see. So during these 3 years, I gone through like some really wonderful memories and really painful one as well. And when you go through them, you'll find in a moment that you hope you have someone to talk to. Maybe you have an issue, maybe you have something, just like the initial conversation with someone. So if your lecturer is not the person to talk to, just come to us, the Intellectual Council, because we are students just like you, and we have representatives from all other programs, engineering, computing, and there's 3 from computing. And yeah, so you guys can find us anywhere on the campus, events, drop-in, or you guys can email us. We'll be just glad to just have a chit chat with you. So that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys will enjoy Unitech and welcome this as a second home. And treasure your memories you make at Unitech, just like me. And thank you and good luck with your studies.
I'm just going to ask her, what is the first piece of advice that you would give to all of the people over here about?
Can I be like technical?
No, I could just be the number one thing that they should do that will make them successful.
Turn up for your classes.
Yay!
FYI, I have 100% attendance.
Alright, to wrap up the formalities, we're going to stand up, go outside, put our shoes on, and then go across to the wharekai, the eating hall, where you'll have something to eat or something to drink. Ka pai korea. We're finished.